have to flip
I want straight up immediately. We don't see Dark Age Spears from HRE, so Deepshine is not going to do any sort of rush shenanigans.
Well, we don't see Dark Age Spears from meochi either. So they're playing standard. Cool. We could see a 2TC here. It's not the worst. It's not the best. I am
not a fan of 2TC on Cliffside for most civilizations. That feels not like a bait, but like not a throw completely, but it's like, are you sure about that, bro? Are you sure you want to do that? Because if it's red immediately, it's really easy to punish. Resources on this map are super spread out, and you're asking to just be kind of just completely choked out of resources.
Yeah, and it looks
can we see KT opening here? KT opening also very normal. Sheep spread pretty even.
Yeah, here, man, so we have 2 on gold. The question is going to wood. We don't see wood, so it's definitely not the fastest 2TC. This is probably the 13 villager age up into Hospitalier, which is a very flexible opening, especially if you don't know what your opponent's doing.
Definitely at least 1 pilgrim straight into the age up. 2 is a little greedy, but you can do it. It's usually something you do on bigger maps. On this map, he'll probably open 1 pilgrim. Now, here's the thing. I know I'm kind of a Dark Age love. I love Dark Age. I think it's very valuable. Look at that Dark Age potential on me. Like if Deepshine had gone spears, just go back down to Meochi's base here.
Yeah.
Spear rush off the gold, and then tower. You deny the woodline, gold, and deer.
Yeah.
Instantly. Look how crazy that tower would have been. Like, dude, that's the game.
but like what we have seen so far from most of these players, very standard. No, not really much rushing. The only big rush that I think we saw, and we didn't even get to see it, was Davidson game 1 against Meochi earlier today. But like,
Davidson yesterday did KT spear rush and Ottoman spear rush.
Yeah, well, sorry. What I mean is the only person we've seen do any rushing is Davidson. So every other player.
And here's the thing: if Dark Age is not the thing you play a lot,
Castle spear rush as a spear rush. That's it. That's just a troll. Like it's not committing at all.
Kingdom of France.
Interesting.
Wow, you do not see that very often. So the read here from Big Cousin, I think, is, and once again, I said Big Cousin's done a lot of testing with Knights Templar. HRE's not a Knight Sith. Chevs, while not Knights, are still very good, much better than Horsemen. So the idea is we're just gonna Knight Archer into HRE, and I bet this is just an all-in, right from the jump. And here's the thing, like, 1 bad engagement in that Chev mass builds, and Deepshine's going to struggle a lot.
Well, and
Deepshine's also in Aachen.
Kingdom of France does give that production speed bonus, and on a shorter map, you don't have to build as many production buildings, and now you're across faster with your units. Your reinforcements are showing up at 1, 2, potentially 10 seconds sooner if we're talking castle timings with military academy.
Yep.
So like having the production speed of a Templar brother if we're going into those castle ages isn't really a joke. And you're also reducing the cost of gold units. So it's not that much, but it can add up.
Also, the timing immediately gets the Pilgrim going before Deepshine's even aged up. And here's the thing. Deepshine's also going Aachen, not Minework. Minework's kind of become the vogue choice for HRE, with the idea being is that you need that feudal timing attack. But going Aachen, which is rare nowadays, but here's what it allows. It allows that farming eco to be pretty good. And if Meochi gets an advantage of a strong Chev Archer mass, Deepshine might be stuck in her base for a little bit and needs to set up the farming to live before she can break out. Because her food's very far away. Her deer pack is forward. Her boar and deer are far away. And if Meochi's going to lean into Knight's is going to lean into Chevs, then Meochi's going to have the map control.
Well, it's actually
is going to be the one on the map.
Almost favors Meochi. Like, you have so much food clustered in this area. You lock down this looks dry by comparison. Right?
The only back food is the berries.
Like,
for Deepshine. And sometimes on Cliffside you get lucky and you spawn in deer pack on the backside. Not today. And Deepshine's gonna go into her own stables against the Chevs. Has she scouted Kingdom of France? She might not have.
Is this Pro Scout?
Not nearly enough gold. Deepshine would need need to have like 4 on gold from the jump.
Oh, true.
This is Tower on the gold though. I'm very confused about the stable. I don't think Deepshine scouted Kingdom of France.
we'll just have to see what kind of rolls in.
I mean, here's the thought process that you can go with, and immediately goes into spears, Knights Templar spears. Okay, so here's the thought process, right? Horsemen give you the map. I mean, like, you can raid on the map, because if you go instantly into infantry, the fear is great. Now you can't pressure the sacred sites, you can't pressure Meochi's own food. So, like, yeah, you can play Deli, Simon in the chat, Deli style, healing at home. If you're really good at pulling your horsemen back, you can heal them. Maybe add in one more prelate to get the healing going. And you try to just play a very careful style of engagement into saving units, into healing them, into re-engagement, because since Meochi went Kingdom of France, there's no healing. There's no Knights Hospitaller healing. So Meochi has to go straight into the chef. It has to be much more careful about their engagements. But for this strategy to work, Deepshine has to be very careful with her micro. But as you notice, she's immediately going to pressure the Pilgrim, and Meochi did a little bit of an investment by double Pilgriming. And Mech, I'm going to need you to take over for a few minutes here while I help get my child out the door.
Oh, good. So we are seeing the Pilgrims come in. This one will most likely make it. 113 gold on this route. Double Pilgrims as well, which is really good for KT. Wait, is this going to make it? Is it? Oh, yep, it makes it. almost killed, but something I would like to see the players start doing. You have these sheep following you, your scouts out on the field. Just right-click them home. If they make it, they make it, right? It's better than just giving them to your opponent, especially as you're running around their base. We do see the Chevs circling on this side. Who do I want to follow? Let's follow here. Actually, nope, this looks better. Well, actually, it looks like both raids might be hitting at the same time. So both players have the same idea. We've got some cav. We're going to go on a raid. We're doing a little jaunt around each person's base. Going through the backside here. Aren't really going to find anything, but... and Chevs are a little bit weaker on that ranged armor, so they are taking a bit more damage from that town center, especially because there is no +1 ranged in for Meochi here. So, but with those Pilgrims rolling, Meochi has done a great job. His opponent knows that the Pilgrims were to the right, immediately sent them to the left here. So 130 gold actually to this location, so you kind of want to keep it on this side. I guess it's because of how they have to route maybe around the cliffs. But both players... Oh, and the Pilgrims are spotted out, so these will actually die. Probably. Maybe Meochi can bring the Chevys in to stop this. Nope, yeah, both of these Pilgrims are going to die. So that does deny a little bit of the gold per minute, but any Pilgrims making it through is not something you want as HRE. But spears, archers on the fields. We're playing a tri-comp here. One archery range, one barracks. We are supply cap, so you get and the house just finished, and one stable. And KT is on also tri-comp, so we got tri-comp v tri-comp. I think in a tri-comp v tri-comp, I favor the Chevaliers a little bit more. Also, their production, as their economy grows, their production speeds are a little bit faster in that feudal age, so they're going to be able to, KT's going to be able to make more units faster than HRE for now. Eventually, as HRE hits castle, that production speed will actually flip if they go Burgrave, but we'll have to see what they go. And horticulture coming in for HRE. Oh, villager's still fine. And Deepshine has picked up... Oh, wait, nope, that's Pilgrim kills. That's not villagers. I hate that the Pilgrims count in that. That's not real. But Pilgrims immediately flip back over to the other side. So, yeah, great job so far by Meochi. Is down 3 vills, mainly due to the age up, not due to the kills down here. So if you're seeing that, that's just because the tracker tracks the Pilgrims. But multiple Pilgrims making it through. You don't really have to have any of your workers heavy on gold. I mean, you can keep light on gold, but still potentially hit that castle timing for pure Pilgrims. And a spear does go down. We might lose a scout here. Yep, the scout does die. Hopefully we get another one requeued immediately. Yep, Meochi does requeue another one, which is something you definitely want to do. If your scout's dead, your vision's gone, right? And you need scouts with knights. Great job there. Army-wise, value favors Meochi, is up +1 on the military count. Seeing this many spears and archers from Deepshine, if I'm KT, I'm sticking way more villagers on wood, and I'm just printing archers, right? For those who don't know, Knights Templar gets a food from wood bonus, so as they gather wood, they're gaining food, and it actually leads to some of the most efficient gathering for archers. These pilgrims are going to get seen, so what we should see is the next rally of pilgrims is immediately back to the other side. And that's one of the benefits of KT on this map. You have these sacred sites that are very far apart from each other, but still relatively easy to defend, and you can just kind of ping-pong these back and forth. Now, Deepshine, about to approach castle. Some things you can do to lock down the sacred sites from pilgrims arriving and generating that gold. You can capture the sacred sites. So pilgrims cannot go to sacred sites that are owned by the enemy. But Meochi is diving the gold here, pokes in a little bit, and Deepshine has stopped producing military, aging up with 5 on the Regnants. So we are going to see a play for the relics. For the Regnants, for every single relic that makes it back, for every single relic that is garrisoned, it's 100% extra gold. So it's doubling the value of each relic that comes in, and can definitely further widen the gap between Knights Templar and HRE on economy. But Knights Templar does have the option to add in forts that increase the number of villagers that are it does increase the number of pilgrims that are traveling to the sacred sites. So it does have a way to catch it back up, even if Deepshine got every single relic on the map. KT does have the most gold income possible by the Imperial Age. It does look like we lose a Chevalier. Pilgrims going back to the sacred, and one prelate might be seen, because this pilgrim is walking by and it does give vision. And it's going to be going to pick up a relic. I don't know if Meochi sees it, but diving back into the gold here, picks up another villager. So 5-2 so far. Spears and archers chasing on the backside, and another set of pilgrims delivered. And right as Deepshine finishes the age up, Meochi goes, "Oh, okay," and it looks like we're going to be getting. I believe that's the heavy spears. Yes. So we're going to be getting the heavy spear option, which against an army composition that is primarily archer spear, you can just print them and kill pretty much all of them, because they're a little bit of a cross between a man-at-arms and a spear. Archers do a little bit better into heavy spear, but if you're getting your ranged upgrades, they're still a valuable unit to make, and it prevents your opponent from making any form of cavalry. What your opponent instead will want to do is go crossbow spear. And this prelate is sniped out, so a good clustering of relics to take, and pretty easy to defend now, actually. So we have 2 right here. We can just kind of camp out on this ledge. 3 available on this side, 1 left here, 1 coming home for the prelate. And this is where the game gets tricky. If I'm Deepshine, I need to secure these relics, right? If I don't get these relics, my age up that I chose, functionally useless, right? Whereas the Burgrave, I'm immediately getting 5 barracks worth of production buildings, and I'm getting that production speed, so I'm vomiting units out onto the map way faster, and it will always have value all throughout the game. And HRE Man-at-Arms do really well into Chevaliers. Chevaliers are a weaker knight, they have less armor. The Man-at-Arms with the heavy maces, I believe, by cost, beats Chevaliers. So, yeah, because the Pilgrim switches have been on point. And we are seeing a lot of walls already built. I thought coming up, but they're coming up here on this side, so... and here we have, mass archer, mass spear, but we don't have any really strong power gold units, right? HRE opting to go for eco upgrades, upgrading their existing units, but we haven't seen any knights hit the field. KT is on heavy spears, so we probably won't see any knights. Looking at this, oh, we need to pull these spears back. Yeah, we're going to start losing a few spears here, and HRE does have a movement speed bonus, so they will be able to chase these spears down, because these are only a 1.25 versus 1.38. So gonna lose a few spears. Does need to garrison these villagers, so it does pull them back. And fighting under the tower. Oh, and we do have the Chevaliers on the backside, but looks like Deepshine is ready for it. Oh, almost falls for the bait. But now we're gonna do a little ring around the rosy on the.
Whoa! What are we at here?
A little bit of fighting. Castle Age, pretty even so far.
Heavy spears from meochi. Okay.
Yep, which completely shuts down any form of cavalry. So, Horus is.
Who do you feel's ahead here?
I think. Well, before these villagers all just died, I was gonna say meochi, but now I think HRE is ahead. But
Deepshine's micro of the infantry is huge here with the faster HRE.
Yep.
Look how fast they're running.
Especially
they're freaking zooming.
Look at these heavy spears, right? These are going to get kited all across the map. Yes, they can charge, but 1.12 versus 1.38 on the archer, those are not catching up.
And this is why HRE is good if you have the micro. Because right now, Deepshine can abuse the infantry speed, and the only thing that can catch her units right now for meochi is the Chevs, which she has 14 spears for, and 3 relics in the Regnets.
With one more
Deepshine is cooking with HRE, dude. Like, this is what happens when you let someone who has 1,300 games in a Civ get to play it in a tournament. They just know what to do.
Yeah. So far.
Sorry I was gone, everyone. If you have kids, the biggest thing in life is finding someone who can watch your kids while you want to do something else. So we... So she's now going to zoo with some friends.
But one thing to note: zero gold
what are we noting?
units. 0 gold units. We have what? 2 men-at-arms and 3 crossbows. Okay, now we're adding in the crossbows for Deepshine. For a while there, we were sitting on Castle Age with 0 gold units in play, which is not really where you want to be as HRE.
This is the most classic HRE OTD wood float. If you have Aachen, you put the Aachen on the wood line, you start doing other things, all of a sudden you have 2,000 wood. So her farm transition is going to be really easy. Her food count is low right now, but once she gets that full farms around the Aachen and she gets some towers down, puts those relics in the towers, I don't know how meochi's going to push this outside of like a full tread push. It is. What's the pilgrim situation? Is meochi getting pilgrims in?
Oh yeah, he's been flipping it back and forth very consistently. So while it looks like really bad.
Wow, the collected resource.
Yeah. So this isn't perfectly accurate according to the pros. So we'll see. Canceling stuff.
I mean, it feels accurate if you're getting full farm eco and multiple relics with regnants. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the beginning of this game. I have to see how Deepshine did this. This is wild.
Basically, just held with Spear Archer until she got to do what she wanted to do, which was go run around. So
just a few horsemen to raid and then Spear Archer.
Yep. The horsemen were primarily
and these HRE spears are these HRE spears are so annoying. Yep. These HRE spears are so annoying. Because here's the thing. Okay, let's say you go out with archers or like heavy spears to fight them. They just run away. Don't have to take any fight, and anything that can catch them is cav, and they'll kill cav. So it's just, oh, look at this again with just a consistent poke on this.
Keeps trying to come out here. This just ain't happening. Maybe if the tower was like up here, this would be a little bit better. But like, I mean, look, we're just
those archers. Oh, but the crossbows are here. The crossbows are here now, though.
Yeah.
And you know what? Any moment, you know what's gonna happen, and it's happening already. I was about to say, any moment. Deepshine's gonna move into mass men at arms with the full upgrades, and guess what? One, Deepshine has so many relics, she doesn't even need villas on gold anymore.
Yep.
Once she gets her full farms up, it's just gonna be a men at arms pump. Men at arms completely wreck heavy spears. And meochi can go mass crossbows, but once you get a certain mass of men at arms, they just chase down everything. So I can't wait. It's gonna be mass men at arm crossbow from Deepshine. Good luck with that, meochi. Especially if the men at arms have their full upgrades. This is kind of meochi's moment right here. Can meochi get in here? And because once the farms are set up with the relics.
I mean, the farms are set up.
I mean,
like,
does Meochi have a fort yet? No fort?
appears to be working on it.
So, Meochi's going to try to fort drop the center here. The fort drop in the center is going to be big.
Yep, because then it does add that extra armor, which does, if you fight under the aura, change the
I think Meochi has enough to get. I think Meochi has enough to get this fort down. I think this is going to be so important.
But the other thing,
we're
on cliffside.
Don has a point. Don has a point. Can we check the Aachen? Can we check the Aachen real fast? No, no old man in the Aachen. This isn't getting boosted.
Oh man, that sucks to see.
Is there an old man in the Regnitz? Has she done the Regnitz upgrade? She's getting it now. Yeah. She might notice when she puts, but no, wow, no one in the Regnitz. That's so much lost eco. That's so much lost eco. Oh no. That would be
an extra like what 500 food a minute. But one thing to note here,
we have Farman and Don in here.
We are on cliffside as KT. And we didn't go in a tour. Now, Papercut, why would Genitor
Stop
be
trying to make everyone do Genitor?
No, why would it be good on this map? Think about it. What are we looking at? Where has every fight happened so far on this map? Around
near
a sacred
sites, and you get healing by sacred sites.
Well, no, it's not just the healing. You get 20% more damage, which changes a lot of the math for fights that you think you would win. So it baits your opponent into taking really bad engagements, and then they go look at the fight after and they're like, how did I lose? Because that healing plus the bonus damage, your units are surviving longer than you would expect. Also, if you're getting your fortress down, you're getting that extra armor, and both melee and range. You're getting the extra range for your archers. So you just have this combo that feels really oppressive on a map that favors the sacred sites.
The fear if you go Genitor is now you don't have the heavy spears, which then allows Deepshine to basically go mass knights.
But here's the thing.
As the castle comp.
If you fight on your sacred site with horsemen, you're beating knights. And that's what's crazy. Purely through the healing, and we're talking equal cost, right? Because knights are way more expensive than horsemen. So, but if we're talking equal cost, your horsemen are trading very well. You do have to have the Desert Citadel, right? It does require a lot of combo pieces to fit together, and not a lot of players like playing combo pieces, right? Because if you can't get the combo piece to happen, you feel behind, you don't have the strat. But he did get the fortress down this game. If he was on Genitors, all of these would be healed up right now, back to full, and you're just sitting here chilling. And it's more like, instead of the game being, I have to go to you, it's you come to me. I'm chilling. I'm going to eventually go imp. I'm going to get trebs on top of my fortresses. I'm going to fortress drop every single sacred site. And good luck. Like, as KT, if I hit that in-game state, good luck. I'm fort dropping and fort crawling. And, you know, we're just adding the trebs slowly. And against HRE, AT versus HRE goes to imp so many times. It is a very long, drawn-out game because neither side really gets a strong advantage going into castle. While yes, Deepshine does have a lot of gold income coming in from these relics, as more and more forts get added, that gold income starts getting outshined by KT. So there is an answer for the three relics in the Regnus.
You're telling me Deepshine's going to get outshined?
Yep. 100%. If those things happen, right? Now, I don't know how experienced meochi is on KT. I don't know if he has like tons of matchup knowledge, so it is very dependent. But yeah, that is the pros of Genitor on Cliffside.
Where'd this blue line come from?
I have no idea.
That was a casting bug there for a second. Okay, so we had mech strategy corner. Back to the game. We have the fort on the center has given Meochi life. It's completely shut down Deepshine's raids. Meochi has thus then added more walls to increase his area of control. He's now doing a classic mangonel push here that against the mass ranged infantry of Deepshine. Deepshine has gone to Trebs to try to take down this fort. And now all of a sudden Meochi's looking pretty strong. I think a lot of the units for Deepshine were back chasing the raids. When they get back up here, this is going to even up the numbers a little bit. But I think we need to see Mass Horseman from Meochi now. But the fear is that the same go Mass Horseman, well, here comes the Heavy Spear again. So Horseman crossbow?
You mean
kind of feels like the
Mass Horseman from Deepshine?
Yes. Mass Horseman from Deepshine, I feel like needs to be the counter here. And she is going Mass Spear right now, which can work.
Rep this fort. Also, we are missing this aura.
Oh wow, the fort is about to go down. Holy moly!
That's just
I don't think meochi even realized.
Yeah, that's just it. And that's not what you want to see, because this also impacts pilgrim income.
Expensive.
That's 100 gold gone per minute. 130.
And while meochi did have did have the stone, I think they're gonna drop another fort. Now they have to drop a fort there again if they don't if they want to control the center. But this mangonel mass is gonna be pretty important. Adding in Templar brothers, another fort coming down. It's at the same spot. Wow, just rebuild.
But the big thing here is, Big Cousin, you know, I know you're in chat. Get the Citadel Armor Aura upgrade. Every KT game I have seen played this tournament series, constantly not taken, and that is a huge tempo swing in fights.
What that is a lack of game time on KT.
True.
Like, yes, Big Cousin has given meochi a really strong game plan here. I mean, that's why meochi's still in this game and is still in a pretty good position. But the lack of just games where meochi has been able to test all the different upgrades, I'm sure Big Cousin might have even said in the coaching, hey, if you get a fort down, make sure to get this. It's really easy to forget all those things. I mean, deepshine was 1,300 games on Aachen, on HRE, has forgot to put a prelate in the Aachen. Still. So
we have one here though, so
so like that sort of stuff happens. But man, I mean, also meochi almost lost that fort just straight up from the Trebs hitting it while they were building, and they have no stone to repair it.
We do see the horsemen coming out from HRE, but look at this bank.
Speed.
This bank is definitely
the bank is huge. I think deepshine might just go imp here in a second. The lack of towers with relics is a little disappointing from deepshine, but I think she's just been so focused on unit production. Four relics in the Regnets, and now the Horseman Spear. Do Horseman Spear Cetrigate combo for HRE. With how fast the spears are, they really get on top of units, and with the mass ranged of meochi, this Spear Horseman switch from deepshine is paying wonders, but the crossbow mass is still too big. Crossbow mass is still too big. I think meochi doesn't want to upgrade the towers because I think she's saving cannon emplacements. I think she wants to hit imp and get a cannon. Oh no, she did upgrade that with Springholds. Yep. Oh, get the relic in it. Lord have mercy.
Oh, and a raid is happening on the back here.
Oh, but the raid in the back is nice.
Let's click it over, see how many villagers. So 25 villagers picked up by Deepshine. So meochi.
And the eco difference right now is crazy. Oh, yeah. I mean, meochi could buy herself into
Deepshine
imp right here. If Deepshine could buy herself into imp here. She just dropped the market and did it. But the fighting has been so back and forth that I think it's been hard for her. And meochi's kind of need. I think the second meochi stops this attack, which meochi has to, they're out of units. Deepshine's gonna look at her. Yeah, Deepshine's gonna look at her resources, realize that she's basically at imp, buy it and go.
Now, Big Cousin.
I have to say, Mech.
I don't know.
Mech, I have to say the Genitor would have helped hold the sacred site, but that wouldn't have fixed the eco difference.
Well,
it wouldn't have fixed the eco issue.
What it also would have led to is meochi would have had less units that died because of low health. So keeping those units healthy, your bank continues to grow. But right now, I mean, and that's a different play style too, completely.
But also the thing you have to consider is
sacred sites. You're fort dropping as much as you can to bump those pilgrim numbers. Like, it's a heavy emphasis on stone, heavy emphasis around playing around the sacred sites, and that might not be something that they even discussed, right?
And also to consider, if the Genitor, I feel like you want to do Knights Hospitaller and Feudal, because then you get the increased healing from all sources. That's a really synergetic pairing, the Knights Hospitaller into Genitor.
And Knights Hospitaller is the better eco upgrade.
Yes.
For KT.
But meochi opened Genitor. I mean, not Genitor. Open Kingdom of France to get the Knights, the mini Knights, and thus meochi's cold units are cheaper, but that doesn't feel good anymore. Like, I think that's one of the big reasons you've seen Kingdom of France fall so out of love, like KT players, is that upgrade of cheaper gold units just doesn't feel as good as having faster, stronger villagers or more melee damage from Antioch. Though that's why I think you see Knights Hospitaller chosen basically all the time. And here comes the Palace of Swabia. Eco's about to explode. The gold numbers means all of the imp upgrades are going to come in immediately.
So protect some of the food.
And here's the thing. Deepshine has no walls. Deepshine has just been vibing, no walls, eating raids. And meochi has more walls, but guess who has more Vil kills? It's Deepshine. The Horseman run-throughs, the Knight run-bys. Deepshine's done this. I mean, every game I've casted with Deepshine has just been all over the place with Cav, and has just been wrecking havoc on all her opponents. And
one thing, I think, so I have done a coaching with Valdemar. We'll be upfront about it. And I think when Valdemar saw Chevaliers, he was smiling. Because that is one of the age ups he said you pretty much never go, right? Mm-hmm. In very few matchups, you're going Antioch. In the majority of the matchups, you're going Knights Hospitalier. And you're really... and Valdemar plays a lot of KT. So, and yeah, there we have the tap. So yeah, I think the Chevalier free freeze, conquistadors, whatever. I mean, I think they look good early, but they're so bad late. But
all right, we're in the game.
The games were really hard, so
deepshine
they went for a
on the
while.
west side of the map, and meochi on the east side of the map.
We have to flip. Oh, we don't have to flip. Finally. Oh, that's a nice big crate.
Okay, let's open up with the map spawns. How's things spawned? Deepshine's spawn is god tier.
Oh
both deer packs behind the base and berries behind the base and gold.
This is Marine Lord spawn. Is this spawn bugged? Actually, this looks forward.
Oh, what? Gold berries, double deer pack behind the base.
Well, nope, you don't have a good woodline for wall. Oh man.
Meochi has back gold, back stone, back berries, but forward wood, and then their deer packs are very forward, very far away. Yep. Wow. What a spawn for deepshine. Wild.
Never seen this before, by the way, Big Cousin. For yeah. Well, and this kind of looks like the we didn't check teams together box. I have seen weird spawns before, especially when there's a crater on the map, and it's usually a result of not checking teams together. But I'm sure y'all set the lobby settings, so I mean, we roll with
Dakin, they do the drafting and they do the snipes, so they know what the map is going to be and the civs are going to be played on the map, and then they get 10 minutes of coaching to prep for the match.
Yep, in between every game of the match. So.
Yep. Which allows us to just go on insane riffs for 10 minutes as we as we fill the dead air.
Yeah.
You know, I think Meochi should have done the Dark Age spear into the ramp, which probably would have been the move.
At this point, Dark Age only 15 rams. Send it now.
There we go. All right, so we have I think we're gonna know how this first 5 minutes is gonna play out. Very normal feudal, very normal age up into feudal.
We have our mill,
it's gonna be military
taxes.
wing. But like, how does Meochi do damage? Like, Meochi's gonna have to go. Can you go back to Deepshine's TC and click on it? Okay, it doesn't fully cover the wood line. So Meochi can walk to the north of the TC and get around, but that's like...
That's still probably getting clipped because the radius isn't perfect. You walk
What's the sheep count?
You're getting clipped. Let's pull that up there. 11.
9-11. Uh-oh.
Hopefully they're not making any towers.
There we go. There we go. Okay, 10-13. All right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, when I saw that in the patch notes and they said they're fixing how the range shows, I was like, thank God. The amount of times I've been out of range and been shot by a TC is infuriating.
Well, especially
someone who loves
TC.
the Dark Age Rush.
They have the gunpowder in their thing, so your stuff's just like Omega dying too. So it's like
freaking cheaters, dude. Why does trying to get gunpowder TCs? It's ridiculous. Busted Civ. Devs, please. Devs are like, you're right. China is busted. Another buff to Sengoku.
Look at this open area. This map gen. Ooh, it's spicy.
This map gen is bad.
All the wood is.
But that's the way the cookie crumbles, dude.
Holy, look at this.
Well, and then look at the south of the map.
Yeah.
Look at the south of the map. You got gold. You got big gold, boar, big stone. The other big gold's like by itself, and the north side just completely isolated.
But very easy to wall, so there's that going for it. Jeez. Yeah, this one looks weird, but hey, yeah, that's part of AoE, right? You play them as you see them. And for those of you who are who mauled about map spawns, play a bunch of Nomad FFA. Then tell me that you're gonna mauled about map spawns. You can walk around for 5 minutes and not find a gold vein, and then you're already dead to the HRE player who spawned on top of it and also fish, and is now castle, right? So
Meochi wins the sheep battle.
Yep.
Here's the thing for deepshine. If deepshine can just hold up to some token pressure,
we do see the stable come out.
When the second deepshine pro scouts, those 2 deer packs are just in her base immediately.
I mean, do you even pro scout this?
Issue. Yeah, I think you still pro scout just to keep it near your base. I mean, you don't have to, like, 1 wall, 2 walls, basically completely.
1 mil right there. You're on berries. Push the deer in.
I know,
Boom,
but
taxes.
it's not the safety part of it. It's always with the safety part of it. And also, then your mill gets all the taxes in 1 mil that you can gather from.
And it's right next to TC for the fast drop off. Yeah. You make sense. God,
but if we're in a situation where maybe pro scouts isn't feasible, a barbican back there basically secures all your resources.
You're good for the next like 15 minutes.
Yeah. So this is the meochi time. Like meochi has 4 units immediately into horsemen. And with the way deepshine's aged up, she's going to invest in her imperial officials. She has no units on the field. She's just dropping the stable now. And so this is the time that meochi has to do something, because this is the only time meochi's going to have a unit mass greater if deepshine plays correctly. Because if deepshine maximizes China's eco, she's going to get extra resources from drop off. She's going to be able to produce her horsemen. How fast is she producing the horsemen right now? Is she watching them?
Nope. Maybe.
Oh, she doesn't have an imperial official on?
Nope, that's on the no.
She doesn't have an imperial official on her wood. She's not watching her wood with an imperial official. She has one just standing next to the TC. So already we're seeing inefficiency with China. One of those imperial officials needs to be on the wood, and we're not seeing it. One imperial official could be watching the stable, one could be watching the wood. It's not happening right now. Here comes the archery range. Archery range coming down. And really, for deepshine, just horseman archer, you're not going to fear the spears, because right now meochi has those 2 spears. They're dark age spears, and we don't think meochi is going to upgrade them for a while. So we're just going to do spear horse for spear horse. Now deepshine can keep this eco pretty contained for a while. Meochi's first point of can I win this is can I keep them away from deer?
We're going to play spear horseman.
This is all going to come down to, can meochi keep deepshine off of the initial deer packs? And deepshine does the smart thing. When you're being pressured early, cross your horsemen, force them to back them defend. Now deepshine has some more space. Deepshine now has the tax goal to get pro scouts. And with meochi this far away,
he only knows where
deepshine can easily go pro scouts and get the deer before meochi gets back.
They're right behind the base, right? So like, how do you stop that?
Yep, here comes pro scouts. Here comes pro scouts. So this is
time to add a second TC and pray.
This is perfectly done by deepshine. Used 3 horses to pull all of meochi's units back. Meochi had to pull everything back to check these horsemen, which I think was... Meochi should have just kept 2 spearmen by his base. He has barracks. Why is he chasing all the horsemen with... Why is he chasing 2 horsemen with his entire army? This is crazy by meochi, in my opinion. Instead, meochi should have done something aggressive, and maybe a tower on the wood line would have been the move from meochi. But now...
a lot of horses. Wait, where's the scouts?
When scouts are coming out, and deepshine's going to get these deer packs, no problem.
Oh, and now they're watched. Okay.
But deepshine is out of sheep. So, like, she's got to go on to berries. But deepshine's almost caught up on unit count.
That is the power of China.
And that's why I meant, like, meochi had that sliver. If meochi was able to deny going onto the berries and make it so deepshine couldn't use the gold to go pro scouts.
Let's see it.
But, like...
Time.
Leaving the villagers unprotected. Deepshine's got to get these pro scouts going. We need like 4 scouts out there getting it, but like...
Yeah, we're not building them.
But that's the power of China. Deepshine got 300 gold from taxes. Didn't have to gather a single bit of gold. Now gets to go pro scouts. If Patrick's in here for free, I mean, she had to gather the wood. And pro scouts comes in super fast. She can produce the horsemen super fast. And then, Deepshine's thrown away 4 archers. And this is what meochi did to binge. Yep. Taking advantage of misplacement of units by the China player to get some damage in. No villagers are going to go down.
And to give respect to meochi, we've seen this consistently throughout all of his games for today. Excellent cavalry macro.
And we see from meochi,
he wants to play.
Meochi is on berries in the bottom right of the screen of his base.
Yep, has the tower.
Again, onto his base, which is key for his feudal macro. And meochi is keeping his horsemen near Deepshine's base to pressure. Deepshine's trying to catch these reinforcements.
Oh, and he's going to wrap around. So we'll actually start seeing the deer potentially.
But 3 deer have already been gathered, and deepshine's on the berries. Chasing with the horsemen. Okay, okay. Deepshine says, yeah, let's see this. So 3 sheep in, 3 deer in. No spears from Deepshine. I think Deepshine has to consider dropping a barracks here. Meochi sees an opening, going in, trying to get on top of the villagers. He's on, and those villagers are trapped. 2 villagers trapped. That should be 2 villagers down.
And you can just move to the archers. Just go kill the archers.
Oh, wow. And yeah, Meochi could have hung around. Yep. Meochi could turn around and kill these archers.
Yep.
Meochi could turn around and kill these archers.
Those are 100% dead. But does he know? Because he's chasing up here, right?
There's a lot happening right now. Deepshine has saved the archers, but that's... Meochi has just been on top of it. And look at the flow from Deepshine, floating 400 wood. I mean, and that's the thing that will happen to you as China. You start floating just resources in general, and you're not adequately spending them. And can we get an imperial official check? We have 1 imperial official, because that's what China's all about, right? We have 1 imperial official on the wood, but we need another lumber camp. We have 1 imperial official on the berries, and the 3rd's just gathering. So we need a 4th imperial official, and you probably want 1 on your units because Deepshine is falling behind on unit count. Yep. And Meochi's eco is good enough that Meochi could be adding even more. But Deepshine invested in 2 towers on the berries.
But you're bringing in deer.
I mean, the one saving grace.
Spears. So these towers are get burned down.
The one saving grace for Deepshine is she is getting the deer in, and once the deer come in, anything's possible. And oh wow, a minute 37 TC idle time.
And that's just one of the pressures of playing China. There's so much to manage, to play it well, to also get pro scouts, also fight. Like a little bit of pressure, and people who play China start cracking. So
here's the thing, Meochi, I think needs to stay aggressive on their resources. He needs to be getting on his deer pack. He needs to be continually adding more production. Really, Meochi needs the military upgrades. Ranged armor is huge because Deepshine's archer mass is starting to get pretty big. Starting to hit the mid-teens, starting to get into 20s soon. If she keeps producing.
For the pro scouts, so potentially 1 pack
is
denied.
Deepshine trying to macro to castle? She's not making units.
143 idle on the TC.
If Meochi can full deny the 2nd deer pack, that's a really big deal. Because Meochi's deer packs are going to be hard for Deepshine to grab. Meochi's on one of his deer packs. The other deer pack is basically shaded by his reinforcements. So it's not like Deepshine's going castle. This is brave. This is brave. I mean, if anyone can make a pressured castle timing work, it's China. With the imperial officials, you can pump out castle units, get your upgrades, things like that. Meochi has ranged armor in, which is going to be key for this dive. Okay, Deepshine feels a little scared, is investing in more archers, more horsemen, but is still macroing to castle. Still no villagers on gold. One little horseman here.
For the wall here. That wall's not
Meochi getting the walls up. That's two free spears. 2 free spears, probably.
Nope. But a lot of damage on 2.
Does Meochi have enough units to make Deepshine pay for this age up? That's going to be the key. But every time Deepshine gets close to the age up, she changes her mind.
I mean, it's a lot of horses. Like this tower's
also, but then Deepshine just invested in the tax gathering upgrade. It is on 4 imperial officials. Deepshine has collected more resources, but Meochi's taking much better engagements. And now Deepshine's getting her 2nd deer pack, because as Meochi, you can't sit behind China's base. Right. It's just at some point it's something wrong.
This spawn right here, just egregious, right? Just hands China the pro scout.
If one of the deer packs was forward, I don't think Deepshine gets it. And this is a completely different game. The fact that Deepshine can get both back deer packs is crazy, but Meochi is now hitting his own castle timing. And honestly, considering the base, I mean the spawn of Deepshine, I think Meochi has played this about as well as you could play it.
Yep, 100%.
Great pressure, great mass, didn't throw units away, took really good engagements, got 2 vill kills, and now is going to be going castle. Meochi's going to click up before Deepshine, but Deepshine will get there faster because of the villager build bonus. But this is just crazy work. The only thing I wish for Meochi is that the horsemen are still by China's base. The full pullback means that Deepshine feels confident to cross herself if the horseman had stayed by the base, then deepshine might have been forced to continue to invest. But now deepshine feels good about crossing.
Some villagers taken out here.
Oh no! And that was. This is the second time I felt like meochi over pursued like one horseman. Like, this is the second time meochi has really hurt themselves by just way over pursuing one horseman.
So we will see an extra TC potentially being added, maybe 2.
Cheap farms is nice.
Cheap farms as well. Good little bit of micro there for the repair.
Is deepshine about to steal meochi's second deer pack?
Nope.
Oh no, the horseman's just sitting there waiting. Okay. So Imperial Palace for China will give vision. We'll give vision for the entire map. I mean, we'll give vision of all the villagers on the map for deepshine. So now meochi can't hide villagers anywhere. Meochi has to play very smart and protective of the villagers.
This is a dangerous archer mass.
But see, this is what I mean. If the horseman master meochi was still here, deepshine would just be chilling. But now deepshine is going to be
into making more units instead of going castle.
Making more units, not in castle yet. And so I feel like meochi kind of shot themselves in the foot. So another little mini timing for meochi here. Meochi is getting to gather during his entire age up because he doesn't need Abbasid Village to age up. He does it in the House of Wisdom. He has a lot of pent up resources. What does meochi do with these resources in the age up? Another small mistake here for meochi is that I don't think meochi has enough on gold during this age up. So he's going to enter and being able to get 1 castle upgrade.
14 on gold? What only 8 on food? Like, what else do you
But
pull?
he just moved those to gold. Like, he only had 300 gold stored. Now, he was getting a bunch of upgrades during the age up. But we see a spearman switch coming in. He's getting the spearman range upgrade. He's getting the spearman veterancy, ranged attack, and meochi's making knights as well. Knights is a good move here, considering how many archers deepshine has. Camel riders for the debuff. The camel riders, any camel unit debuffs the attack damage of nearby enemy cavalry. And now they're both just going to raid each other for a second. Next big move here, who gets the relics? Who's going to be the person who snags the most relics? And if you're Abbasid, you need those relics bad, considering China's eco. Oh, here comes a counter dive. Those archers will scammer away. I mean, 35 veteran archers is nothing to sneeze at, especially because the horsemen are not veteran themselves. Yep. Can we do another, since we have a little bit of a lull here, there's just counter raids happening. What, can we get an Imperial official check here?
We have 4.
But where are they located? Wrong lumber camp. Wrong lumber camp.
Not getting the value. Taxes.
Not on gold.
Wait, where are they?
One is watching the archery range. One's watching archery range.
And the other
that is not efficient at all. Not on the food. Not on the gold.
Just going to see another few
on the wrong lumber camp.
Here.
And that's what we're talking about with China. That's like, if you are not maximizing your Imperial officials, you're missing out on so much what makes China strong.
Yep.
These horsemen are all pretty low.
I mean, that's what's buying China, that's what's buying Abbasid into this game. This was played, perfectly, pro level.
Because a lot of Abbasids
over way sooner with that spawn.
A lot of Abbasids
sees that spawn, probably surrenders. Is like, okay, I'm not winning.
For sure. And like, no lie, actually. But like, all of Abbasid's bonuses are pretty passive. The House of the Golden Age just gives you bonuses. The upgrades you get and just make things cheaper or better without you having to analog anything. Units, right? The thing with China, the Imperial officials are super busted, but you have to analog and control them, and there's a lot of mistakes that happen there.
And we have seen that a lot this tournament. Like the civs that have a simpler game plan tend to come out on top, even though at the pro level they might not. And that's strictly because I think the mental load of having to deal with a more complicated civ, maybe not as familiar with it. You're stressed because it's a tournament. It's also like, later in the day for a lot of these players. So
I think the lumber camp's a great example.
Long game here.
Like, deepshine just quickly threw down a lumber camp and just didn't even think about moving the Imperial official.
Yeah.
Now, at least she's getting her taxes. Yeah. This isn't like an Imperial official banded out in the middle of nowhere. So at least she's getting tax income, but she's missing on so many extra resources. And look at the food income. The deer have run out. Deepshine is now on berries and needs to make that farm transition. She does not have song yet.
Food income so also Deepshine running out for meochi as well.
True, but meochi could go back on the deer, and meochi does have its berries. Farm transition, but man, meochi really could have got out on the berries. Does meochi have the... He does. So his farms are cheap. His farms are really cheap. Okay. But now Deepshine's dropping the barber kit.
The other thing to check. Did he get...
Is he not going to build the mill? He did. Yeah, he got factory strips. So here's the thing, though. This is a massive timing for Meochi. Can Meochi catch Deepshine dropping Granary Farms? Because while Deepshine's army is big, it's all archers. That's it. It's basically archers. A dive here by Meochi during the Granary switch is what Abbasid is hoping for. In this style, this aggressive style Meochi's playing, this is what he's been waiting for. And there's nothing counters the horsemen. Nothing counters the horsemen. Nothing counters the knights. Meochi could just take this fight, I think, and win now. Just bring his infantry up, and I think this is over. This is the moment.
The infantry over. He's potentially
does Meochi read this?
Fight. Oh yeah, these.
I mean, Meochi could also drop like
booking.
Like Meochi could drop one mango too and just push in.
Yeah. Oh, and it's Abbasid, so they can just make it in the field, right?
Deepshine did drop the Barbican on the boar, we call the Borbican. And have any... She's not gathering. She's not gathering the boar. They're not on it.
Wow. And that's just, you know, pressure, China.
8 idle vills on the board. That's so much food. Oh no, Deepshine. Now Deepshine realizes that's a lot of cav. I am all archer. I have to get down some spears. Like yesterday. And this is Meochi's moment. Like right here, this is Meochi's moment. No granary still. Deepshine's on the last berry pack in her base.
But this is about to run out.
No Imperial official on the berries. Oh my god. Oh, Deepshine.
And again,
I think Deepshine's starting to... Okay. Deepshine is throwing down granaries right now. So this is the moment for Meochi. It's now or never, I think. Oh, I don't know. Meochi's not... Is Meochi gonna be brave enough? What's the relic count real fast while we're waiting? Oh, mango drop. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
2.
3-2.
3 for Abbasid.
And Meochi should be grabbing all the sacred sites because of the map control.
Yeah, he's
but like 2 mangoes. How does Deepshine fight this? How will Deepshine fight this? She's all archer. And some knights, but like once like 2-3 mangoes. Oh man.
And Meochi has plenty of spear mass to protect these mangoes. So.
And look at Meochi's income now. Meochi's at 1,500 food a minute because of all the farms he just dropped.
Finally, he fixed.
And now we're on the board. Oh, here it goes. This is it.
I mean, this is the little things, right? The higher you go, it's the little things that matter that start adding up. Those idle vills, this food income would have been a lot better. We'd have
Imperial officials,
larger army.
Here we go. Here we go. Can Deepshine hold? Can Meochi do it again? Another feudal Abbasid win against China. Can Meochi pull it off? Meochi has been doing masterful, in my opinion, masterful aggro play from Abbasid, making MSN smile if MSN is watching this. the Abbasid feudal goat. And Meochi, I think it's fine. I think this is the right move from Meochi. Get down a couple, like 2 or 3 more mangoes, and I don't think Deepshine can fight this. Now Deepshine's trying to rush out spears real fast. Do we have Imperial officials on the barracks potentially? No. Nope. And well, yes, there is an Imperial official, I think, watching the barracks.
Oh, maybe.
The spears are veteran. Here comes the push. Deepshine's also running out of wood. Like she needs that wood line that's like near the front.
Where the army is. That's not really a spot that she wants to go.
Okay, and right now Deepshine is trying to counter raid, but if I'm Meochi, you do not walk back from this. Just rally your units in your base.
And
oh my
he's targeting down the barracks, which is what buys Deepshine back into this game.
Yeah. If these mangoes get like 2 or 3 good shots off, well, these mangoes need to be targeted on the range units.
Oh, and there they are.
Oh, no, it's still... oh, no, in the middle of the mass, Meochi, in the middle of the mass. And Meochi's taking too much damage on this push right now. Oh,
another big hit.
Whoa, what a freaking hit. And that's the issue defending in base like this, is that you can't spread out your archers. If the hit is taken, the hit is taken, and now the dive comes in. And now he's just worried. He's worried, and like, oh my... Deepshine's defending this about as well as you can.
I love Meochi's girlfriend in the chat. Go, go, go!
This is this is about like Deepshine's fighting this about as well as you can.
And look at the food.
But those 2 mangoes are brutal.
When it comes to replenishments, like Abbasid's chilling. Oh, doesn't kill the bill. Never mind.
About to say, meochi's kind of needs to int into the base here. Like he's kind of hanging around burning buildings a little too much. Now this does hurt the production. deepshine's eco is just starting to kind of take off, and now meochi's entering the base.
And we see the granary here, so these
it's going right into the food. If the horsemen get into the wood line into the food. Oh, the knights are coming in to snipe the mangoes. Meochi sees it, trying to move the spears back. One mango down.
What? This isn't enough archer mass. These are knights and horses and camel riders.
Oh, another good mango shot. I think this is over.
This is over.
This is over, I think.
And all
oh
Meochi
my
has to do
god.
is keep going, and that's what Meochi likes doing. Go, 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 zoom, zoom, zoom. Draft-wise, kind of favored, but yet another game that we're seeing.
Wow.
Loses
what
because
a
of the
game from
complexity.
meochi.
There's the tap.
Wow. If I'm meochi, I'm standing up. I'm flexing. I'm saying I'm him.
Yeah.
Call me Himothy.
Yeah. If I'm
what a game.
If I'm Big Cousin, here's how that the next conversation is gonna go. No notes. Keep it up.
All right. In the north of the map, we have deepshine on the Byzantines playing purple. We love to see it. On the south side, we have meochi on Japan. Okay, first thing, it's the Dark Age. It's the Dark Age. Here's the thing, though. I would love, but you don't go for the gold. You go for the gold early. This would also So I think the Dark Age rush here does a lot.
You
for
tower
Japan.
Right here. I'm telling you right now. I asked,
listen, wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait. First, this tower can slow the gold gather. It can not the tower. The spear rush can stop the gold. It can stop the stone, so we don't have the cisterns, and then it can pressure the berries once they go berries. The thing is though, like if he wants the tower, you tower berries.
Yeah, this is berries. That's what I'm saying.
No, the initial berries. You can't let them have the initial berries. That's where all the tempo comes from.
I see. Okay.
You have to tower the initial berries. Like Byzantine's the one civ if you do tower rush, you don't tower rush gold because their berries are so important to their early pressure. And look at this though. Oh, folks, we're gonna see an hippodrome. As Byzantine, you do early berries into one cistern, and you notice deepshine's not gathering stone. So the purpose behind that is we're gonna go hippodrome because I bet deepshine just knows that the spearman rush is coming.
Yeah.
And how do you counter Dark Age rushes Byzantine? You just go straight into hippodrome and you just run horsemen at them. So this is interesting. This is really interesting.
That has a very standard cookie cutter. I'm gonna make 2 spears and go fast castle. Hippodrome kind of stops that.
No, we're not seeing 2 spears. We're seeing 4 spears.
Oh wait, is this 4 spears?
That suggests tower to me. Usually, if you do that many spears, you're doing it because you're going to tower and then put them all in the tower.
I think he's going to tower right here.
And against hippodrome, that won't do anything. The horseman will just run past it.
Right, but you know, it won't do anything. Yeah. But like, I think that's where he would put it. Because my initial reaction, I see 2 golds. Where is Deepshine going for gold? Right. If you tower this, you have to go here, or to this big gold all the way over here.
Or there's a small one to the left, but you would cover that too.
Like this one too, but yeah. Like you'll see stuff moving out there, right? So, and if they're hippodrome, I already have a barracks down. Okay, let's just make some more
TC
spears.
range? Real fast, what's the TC range? Oh wow! Look, meochi can't touch those berries, and they're not in the TC range, dude. That's so dumb. But here's something that's important to consider too. Doing this early berry opening is really slowing down Deepshine's initial age up.
Yep.
But this will allow Deepshine to get one pack of mercenaries. I'm curious what mercenaries. I mean, you could just do 1 pack of longbows and then go into archers.
Yeah. Or
Meochi's gone 4 spears.
Here
we go. So we have Meochi now macroing to an age up with no tower. So he did 4 spears, which I'm curious about. I wondered if he did 4 with the purpose of 2 on the berries, 2 on the gold, and then he realized Deepshine got super lucky on the age up, and the berries are basically covered by the TC. So this has caused him to just put all 4 on the gold.
Well, and also the issue with Highview is the TC is on the top of a hill, so it kind of like this line is very bait because of the elevation.
But I think the reason meochi did 4 spears was so, okay, maybe deepshine will do a normal Byzantine opening. So I need 2 to deny the stone, 2 to deny the gold, and then I'll go deny the berries. But like he shows up and all of a sudden deepshine is actually doing this hippodrome opening. And it's like, okay, they're gonna way beat me to age up. Luckily, meochi has the spears to defend against horsemen, but now does meochi go, okay,
not a fast castle.
We're gonna play. Well, that's the thing. Is meochi gonna fast castle? Is meochi gonna feudal fight? And like, you could fast castle against this horseman all in, but man, if you don't, if deepshine's able to get enough units and to dive during an age up with triumph, that's a lot of dead villagers.
Yep.
Because triumph works if you can't run away. Triumph doesn't work if you can leave. Well, if they're diving your base, there's nowhere to go. Now, this does look like a fast castle from meochi. Meochi has left 4 on gold this entire age up. Meochi is now trying to wall in the wood line, which it is a forward wood line. I would love if deepshine just goes ooga booga all in, honestly.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Run at him and send it. Pull the Don Arnie. And we know Baldy's coach is Don Arnie, or was at one point. It is now, I think, Matty's. So maybe Baldy going into this match is like, hey, Japan's probably going to do some fast castle shenanigans. How about we just go fast? Or maybe, because deepshine has so much experience on Biz, it's, hey, do what you think's best. Because that is something we heard from BitCousin earlier. As well as, or not BitCousin, I think it's actually Myriad. We heard that from Myriad earlier with Daki. Like, hey, you know this, do it better. Or was it BitCousin? I don't know. I can't keep anything straight anymore. It's a long day.
BitCousin did say the reason they did Abbasid feudal all in was because that's what meochi was good at. And so they're just sharpening what meochi's good at.
This would have been Myriad, I think. Or no,
okay.
Or maybe it was Sass. I don't know. It was one of the coaches. One of the coaches said, for my student, I'm just going to trust that they know to do best. Give them the leash, give them the reins. I think it might have been Jakino. We did an interview with all 4.
Geez, Mac, you can't remember from 12 straight hours or AoE 4 which coach said what?
We're not on 12 straight hours. We're on almost 20 now. So this is rolling.
I am very curious which mercenaries deepshine's going to go for here. And it's longbows, okay. Yep. Which here's the thing, if meochi tries to fast castle but doesn't tower both sides of the gold, the longbows have an opening. Longbows can attack from the opposite side of the gold. And here comes the tower, and meochi's going to go for the fast castle.
We'll see if this works out for him.
Man, this is all about, this is going to be razor thin timing here.
Well, and the other thing, so Cheese mentioned it earlier, against Japan.
Two towers, okay.
Going and sitting on their external food. You castle, okay. And your berries run out, your sheep run out.
Look at the sheep numbers for meochi. It is low. It is not good. And if meochi was going to do this fast castle, he should have really just burned through the berries and saved the sheep.
Yep.
The double tower will mean that he can age up safely. As deepshine, do you see this and go, great, I'm just going to sit on your berries, I'm going to deny you food, and we're going to take this to cat, and I'm going to fight you? Or is
and looking at the spawn
deepshine going to go, great, I'm going to castle too?
Look where all the food is for both players. All of that food is in this top side of the map. So we're going to see a lot of fighting
and
up here.
Both big golds are on the west side of the map, like next to each other.
So if you want
that's
gold,
a crazy spawn.
If you want
that's a crazy spawn
here. So
to have all the gold on one side like that. Wow.
You'll see Horseman poke through a little bit, but eventually Triumph will get called, so that will get healed up, but not right now. No point in sending it.
So meochi, not meochi, deepshine is now macroing to more units still. Can we see deepshine's base real fast? Mm-hmm. Yep, just sitting on, not trying to macro to castle, but is about to get that second cistern and ramps. Okay,
we're gonna ram
just going
towers.
for it.
Yep.
Now the issue is they only have 5 longbows. That's it. Just 5 longbows, and meochi is gonna get the castle. If I'm meochi, I think I'm feeling good, honestly. At these numbers, 6 spears. About to get the castle.
You have the towers as a force multiplier. You can target them.
The only thing that will hurt is the food. I think the food will be the killer for meochi potentially.
Yep. But we do have the stealth force.
Still hasn't clicked up.
Into the stealth force.
You have a beautiful mind, Mech.
Do what? Putting boar in the
you
stealth
said you have
force?
a beautiful mind. On I mean, like, let's go pull the boar into the stealth forest.
Yeah, if you want
Which,
food,
I mean, here's
that's
the
a
thing.
great play.
Deepshine is attacking from the left side. If you're desperate as meochi, you go try to take food and hope that Deepshine doesn't check. Okay, here comes the ram.
Well, and here's the thing I've noticed from the pros, right? Pros versus this series. Pros take very calculated risks when the game is dire. Because there is this theory in game theory, like, you have to sometimes take a risk because the other option is 100% chance of losing. So I'm going to go for a 10% chance to go sneak this boar, pull it into the stealth forest as my source of food. Maybe I eat the entire boar and it gets me into this game and keeps me there. Oh, that villager just got torched from Narnia. That looked like, was that longbow or the...
Longbow.
Okay, it looked like the torch and the arrows fired at the same time.
But also, if I'm Deepshine, I think I just burn the houses. That would house meochi instantly. All of his houses are in the same spot.
It's like, oh no, she's torching with the, oh no, never mind. We do have the age up coming through. Now, we can grab man-at-arms. That is an option.
No, knights immediately.
Knights immediately. Okay. The one thing with man-at-arms is they're a lot cheaper on the gold. That's the only reason I would favor them in this sort of scenario. And they're a lot cheaper on the food.
And Miochi's taking the front gold. They're just ignoring.
Oh, wow.
But Miochi is housed badly. Is about to get even more housed. Now, he has a lot of villagers on wood, so he should be able to remedy that. He's getting his...
We're actually getting a relic
he's
right
going to start getting the relics in. Is that knight? Yeah, the knight's just going to go raid. Said, F it. You can kill the bottom of my base. I don't care. I'm going to go raid.
Might see another vill picked up here, but
and like Deepshine's like, okay,
longbows.
what do you attack now, Deepshine? Like, where are you with the? And in a second, I think Deepshine's gonna realize Miochi's migrated everything north, but those longbows are slow in rotation.
That food is gone. We are now pure storehouse.
You're right. He's no food. He has 300 food coming in a minute.
Right, and like, you know, if we toss cheese in here, he's gonna go, I think Japan dies, merely because Deepshine goes and stands on these deer with that mass of horses and the longbows, and then says no. Also, it shades all of this food that's on the top side. Where else are you gonna go for food? You can go to the berries, but I'm also standing here, right? So
Deepshine has to realize that Meochi needs to be on the food somewhere, and is gonna go check. Oh, yep. Horseman sees all these units right here, and here comes the Triumph Horseman can do some work here.
Oh,
and now the ram's gonna start burning more houses.
Actually, no, he's gonna burn the stables.
Oh, the stable burn would be huge. Okay, do you win this? 17 horsemen on Triumph.
Longbows?
I don't think you win this. Don't think you win this. And that's the thing. Only 5 longbows doesn't quite crack. Okay, here we go. Okay, here comes the test.
That's a lot of horses dying. These knights are strong.
Oh no. And just like those 6 spearmen matter so much. And that's the thing with doing only mercenary longbows.
Yep.
Like, even like 6 archers on top of that completely swings that. But right now, Deepshine is macroing towards castle, and then she realizes I can't go castle. I can't. I can't let Japan just have this tempo now, or else I die. So now she's having to add spearmen and another longbow pack and more horsemen. And now, how does Deepshine go castle? She can't leave.
Like, win the game, right? Like, we're on only level 2 cistern, so we're not getting any crazy eco bonuses out of this. So collected, okay, something's bugged there with collected. There's no way. That's a castle cancel a couple times maybe. But is moving out on the deer. Let's do a little relic tracker. No relics.
No relics yet. I mean, but Meochi might have pulled one into it. Yeah, Meochi's dropped one in his base.
Oh, yep. So, and also, like, yeah, Meochi's going and losing these monks for relics, but it's also just buying him time to stabilize.
Yeah, it's actually true. If Meochi just had pure spears there, I mean, if Deepshine had pure spears there, that might have helped. But just doing horsemen with 1 pack of longbows just wasn't enough. And Meochi had just enough food.
There, those mounted samurai
still died to the spears. And I think still lose.
Oh yeah, probably.
But like, but man, Meochi is now sitting pretty. All the food is like protected in one spot.
And we are gonna get this relic, most likely.
Deepshine is just such in a tough spot. Like, you know that you almost had Meochi dead. Like, Meochi needed those resources or else it was game over.
And I mean,
now what do you do?
What a great call, right? Okay, you're on the back of my base. I go forward. And it's stabilized. Now, we do have the stealth woods here. We don't have a tower, so we can't see into it. So let's look at the vision. Doesn't see this raid coming in.
Yeah, that was a great example of that was a great example of Meochi not taking a fight until he absolutely had to.
100%.
Just like, great, you can kill everything south of my base. I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna secure food that way. And then once it became like, yep, I have to take this fight, he was able to win it. That's not enough spears. That's not enough spears
in
any sort of
armor. So it's like, okay. And now Meochi's going to run back. The deflective armor is going to reset. We're going to see. And, oh, look at this. I have a ram. I'm going to spend all these resources trying to take this out, right? Okay.
He's went back to the gold.
Whoop. Whoop-de-doo.
And that's the key. Like, don't take the fight unless you need to, because Meochi just knows if he just lives, keeps building that mounted samurai mass, eventually he just wins with. Like, he's about to hit 10 mounted samurai. What do you do? Like, what do you as Deep Shine? Yeah, like, and like right now, Deep Shine has 24 on wood. Like her macros really off because she's scrambling to figure out what she's gonna do next. She like, honestly, my suggestion would be to her, if I would be in her ear right now, is to drop a.
What do we have in the market?
Well, it's to drop a market right now. Sell your wood, buy food, and rush the age up. Like, she needs to age up right now. She needs to use the horseman to raid and age up.
I don't actually know the math for this.
Left side. Meochi is crossing with mounted samurai.
We also have a raid happening on the back, but it's spotted out.
These mounted samurai are going to tear through Deep Shine space.
The format for this tournament is coaches, pros coached 1,400 to 1,500 players for the entire month of April, and we're having the tournament in May. $1,500 prize pool. So far, been some outstanding games. I hope we do it again in the future. Triumph is activated, but these are already low health, so they didn't get the full benefit.
Here's what I will say to you. Triumph on Keshix is sick.
Yeah, 100%.
It's really good. But this is game over.
But Triumph on Keshix is, I'm going unga bunga like 8 minutes ago. That's when that matters. Yep. That is not a, we're dragging this game out to castle and playing this, like, no, just not a thing. And I
so
mean,
the vision for Deep Shine was there.
Yeah.
It was just not quite executed as fast as it needed to. And for Meochi, just a very well executed fast castle delay. I like Dark Age into a fast castle timing into waiting just to the last second I have to actually take that fight. It was really good defensive instincts from Meochi. I know I'm saying the game's over and we haven't actually seen the tap out yet, but I don't see
there's not a big back into this for
how Deep Shine gets back into this.
Also,
she's down.
Here's the thing. Deep Shine went Hippodrome. Japan is going fast castle. Against Japan, fast castle, my comp is cavalry, spear, always. You get double the torch, right? Like longbows, cool, but what does 5 longbows get me? Maybe a Vil kill, but cavalry spear gets me enough mass to just torch things. I don't have to wait for the siege engineering. I don't have to wait for the ram. I just walk up and say, this tower's dead, right? And then if Japan does kick over to that castle age and makes knights, okay. And then behind that, Deep Shine on Biz can go the longbows anyways for the normal samurai. That is usually the answer to Horseman Spear, right? If you hit that castle age. So there was a solve here. It's just, I think the execution, I would have preferred to see Horseman Spear.
Well, also, it feels like what Deep Shine, it feels like what Deep Shine did in the hands of a pro would have worked. But just, it's like, there was so much, it had to happen just right and once that failed, it went bad.
Yeah, it's the timing and tempo thing, right?
Yep, and now Meochi's showing it with some samurai 2 to tank. Once the samurai get on top of the spears, and the mounted samurai just going to run through the base.
We have range armor in? We have range 2 just now kicking. Oh yeah, this game's over.
Great timing from Meochi.
This is perfection. Is Big Cousin in chat right now? Are you playing for Meochi? No, I'm just kidding. But Yeah, this is a very clean game. I think we'll see a tap here soon, but yeah. This is just
Oh, one horseman, two scout. in the woodline.
I don't think it matters looking at this build difference. So most likely going into another game. Well, actually, we are going into another game here. Gonna choose the other map, or
but hey, if you're gonna talk about why Biz, which is considered a really strong civ, much like China, very strong civ, has low win rate even in Conqueror, this is why. All right, so we are in, and we have deepshine on the north side of the map against meochi on the southern side of the map. Now, Sunken Lands. Mac, real fast, I need to drink some water. Break down Sunken Lands.
The Sunken Lands. You have smaller than normal deer. So right here, we're only going to see 10. If you looked at 2 packs on a normal map, you're going to see 7. There are 5 on each wing. Normally, it's pro scouted in, but neither of these civs are pro scout civs. Could also be a reason why Roos was banned out, because Roos pro scout on here. If they can secure all of the deer cleanly, they're very much in the lead. Also, you have a very low amount of wood. It's very easy to actually run out of wood on this map. And you have really, really limited resources. So really small golds. You have a couple big golds, but that's going to be an air quote because it's only 4,000. And so where Ottoman is going to shine, they get their military schools rolling, and they're just going to be able to just keep having units. They're not going to have to churn through their wood as fast. They're not going to have to churn through the gold as quickly. So that's going to be kind of where that Ottoman power is. Ayubid, now if they can get, 4 relics in, the gold is a non-issue. But that requires them to get 4 relics in against Ottoman, which likes to play feudal, likes to play Sipahi, likes to go military school opener, and then have these free spears rolling off the rip. And then you can just station these spears all around the map. You can harass with them. And we do see a forward gold for Ayubid here. So straight into a fast castle, not that likely. Meochi could shade to this backside here, but that's a little risky. It's a little bit further from the TC. I don't know, but yeah, Paper Cut, your thoughts?
Yeah, I would say this map's really interesting in the fact that there is no large gold. I think it's I would say it's the only map in the ranked map pool we've ever had that doesn't have a large gold vein. And you feel it with how often you're constantly searching for gold, especially if you're a civ that likes to play gold heavy comps.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the relics are everything here. If Ayubid's able to grab the relics and their gold income is not that big of a deal, and they're doing fine. If Ayubid does not get the relics, their eco starts to sputter pretty badly. And then if you eat the food near your base, this becomes a raid fest where Sipahi can really dominate because so much you need everything away from your base. Wood lines burn through fast, gold burns through fast. You're trying to get you have the deer near your base, but the berries is far away.
We have both deer packs in one spot,
which is great if you can secure.
Series, right. So against Ottoman, this is not good. You do not want this. Because Ottoman's going to stand here, and then you're eating what? Your berries? Where's your next berries? Narnia. Yeah. Where's your next berries? Narnia.
Both players should be keeping an eye on the corners. Mm-hmm. Can someone get away with taking a corner? But neither of them are boar sibs, so it's actually the berries that are the big deal in the corners. So this is a very map controlling map. Because some maps you can lose map control, turtle, and be fine. This is not that. If you lose map control, it feels over very quick. And if you are stuck as infantry for some reason, it feels awful on this map. Wow, deepshine's here with the spear. Meochi did pull down the little wall to protect the gold. Here comes can the spear even touch those vills?
Yep.
It doesn't matter. I mean, he's dropping it with a lot of vills, but
yeah, that's a lot of idle. Villagers not gathering.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is idle that he has to have so many vills drop the tower. Yep. That is unfortunate.
And this is free, right? And by free, I mean a military school. This isn't I slapped on a barracks and printed something to come over. So.
Yeah. It's fine because he's just gonna run it back and use it to defend, or as part of an attack. I'm expecting spy, and just trying to be super around Meochi's base, super aggressive with the Sipahi. Meochi's gonna do logistics. What's nice about
deepshine's Ottoman play count? I think that's what's gonna decide this matchup is who's played each civ more, especially into the matchup.
We did not look at that. If I look real fast, Meochi has 60 games on Ayubin.
And I'm already gonna tell you, this is not a Ottoman spammer. So what generally happens with your first military school, whenever you hit feudal, you click it over to meta training, you get that first meta out and queued, and then you click it over to Sipahi. So
they've played the same amount of games.
Okay.
Deepshine's played 57 games of Ottoman, Meochi's played 60 games of Ayubin.
Perfect. So should see equal relative skill level on the civ. Ottoman is laming the deer here and spreading them out and being as annoying as possible.
Really spreading them. That is annoying.
Yep. And that's something that you can do with the free military school spears is just go be annoying with them, right? So even if these die, they're already getting value. All that walk time, like this is almost like maybe I click Pro Scout and just
no, you just do multiple mills.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, like this is annoying early, but like later on, if your eco is fine, yeah, you can just drop mills. It's fine. But it is annoying for sure, especially if you're trying to be efficient early on. So what do we have here? We have Meochi, who goes Dervish logistics opening, so that the healing they can just sit there and they can out heal most early units. And also Meochi is opening early Desert Raider to harass. So what the Desert Raider can do, Desert Raider can use arrows to shoot the spearmen away, and then if the Sipahi show up, they can pull sword and they do extra damage against Cav.
Yeah, really
Desert Raider and Cav
really against melee.
Yeah, Desert Raiders and Horsemen have this really interesting interaction where they both do extra damage against each other, but the Desert Raider also debuffs the Horseman and has a lot of melee armor. So it's definitely an interaction, and it looks like Deepshine is going to throw this spear away.
I mean, it lamed the deer. It's done its job. They came out for free. And that is a bad habit that Ottoman can teach you. You get so many free units, sometimes you don't value them enough. But the big thing here is, do the Sipahi stay alive? Does the Sipahi take longer to train? They're a lot more expensive. Losing a Dark Age spear that came out from the military school during the Dark Age, Losing Sipahi, though, I'd be a little bit more concerned.
Can we see Deepshine's base? Double stable military school, but Deepshine is macroing to castle. Just kidding. Deepshine has changed their mind. They are now making Sipahi.
Well, and here's the thing. We've had our Vizier point for 19 XP. That's going to be all of these Sipahi that just came out. That's going to be about 4 villagers. So not choosing to spend this yet. It could go field work for that early feudal healing. Depends on how hard. Oh, and that's going to be what it is.
Goes the healing.
Which is a really good counter to these dervish, right? Generally, I have been in most matchups, hey, I'm healing my stuff, you can't heal your stuff, get wrecked, right? I'm going to have all my stuff full health, and I'm just going to get a lot of value trades. But in this case, Deepshine, what the correct way to play, in my opinion, is you fight with the Sipahi, but you bring them home to heal. Do not pull your imams out unless you're like all-inning. A common mistake that lower elo players make with Ottoman, they take their imams along with their army, and then their imams end up dying, and then they lose any tempo that they could have had going into castle and pre-positioning the imams on those relics to capture them quickly. Very similar to what can happen with Ayabid in the lower elos, where the dervish die in that feudal age. There's not a way to get more of each, right? So that's, and the imams are forward. So
that's because Deepshine really wants to maximize this dive. Deepshine just got in ranged armor. Deepshine has the meter, which I'm assuming is going to be on the ranged armor, correct?
It should be, yep. And this is actually the correct play. So the mistake a lot of people make is they'll take these imams and they'll have them like right here with the tower, right? But we do have the Desert Raider coming around, but it won't have enough damage to out heal both of these imams, right? Now, if this is fully garrisoned and clicked on, maybe, but
did you see what Meochi did? So Meochi purposely did a slower age up to gather. So they gathered wood during their age up instead of going pure food gold. So that means they got the wall on the right side, and now they have the back gold. So pressuring the gold actually hasn't done anything because they've just walked to the back gold.
And we're looking at a repeat of last game where a lot of early pressure, but hey, Okay, and moves to the different gold.
I think it is interesting that Meochi did reinforcements. The flavor of the month for IEBIT has been logistics swing. Or industry for the extra wood. Yeah, for the extra wood, so you can drop a lot of production. But since Meochi was already gathering wood during age up for the walls, I think they just decided to do reinforcements so you can get immediate 3 desert raiders. Because I think they anticipated, hey, Deepshine's gonna dive with a bunch of Sipahi right when you age up. The military wing reinforcements gives you 3 desert raiders to immediately fight. Yeah. And 4 desert raiders with 2 dervish healing can beat the Sipahi guys. Okay, so is Deepshine gonna dive here? Because Deepshine's about to click up. Deepshine's about to click age up too. So Deepshine might just go, hey, I don't want to lose these Sipahi. I'm just gonna wait. Because Meochi's not gathering relics right now. Right. And also 3 of the relics on the left side. So right now Deepshine is protecting the relics just by shading the side. And nope, she's going for the dive. I'm unsure about this. And when I see that many desert raiders with the healing, I wouldn't want to stay there. One desert raider down.
Upgraded, I don't think.
That's true. 2 desert raiders down.
And that is the
difference. Trying to get that 3rd desert raider. But more desert raiders are popping out. Deepshine has not clicked age up. I would have loved this dive if age up had been clicked.
We don't have the gold.
And we haven't killed the healer. The healer was low. The healer could have been targeted.
And also another thing here with Ottoman, you trade into desert raiders much more favorably if it's not under a TC. This meta has to be on the range defense. But look at melee defense. You get that additional +2 on your Sipahi, which changes what that looks like for the desert raider.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're eating a lot of TC fire. So I think you need the range armor just for TC.
No. What I'm saying is you don't dive the TC. You try to take the fight away where you can flick that drum to something else. But
now Deepshine is still at least denying. Is still at least denying.
Might get sniped out.
But oh no, these are camel lancers.
Yeah.
Oh, those are camel lancers. So here's the thing Deepshine did. Deepshine didn't commit. Because look at the eco of Deepshine. She's holding on to a lot of food still because she was trying to macro, but then she got survival technique, so she reduced her gold again. She's getting a meter. If she bought the meter, that's more gold. And it felt like, okay, well, Deepshine, if you wanted to sit in feudal like this, you should have just spent the resources. Keep making units, get that unit mass. Like, imagine if Deepshine just kept spending resources. I think that dive goes a lot better for her. But since she stopped spending to be able to get to the age up, the dive didn't go as well as she wanted. But now she's not able to really maximize, and she's not aged up yet. This feels like a pretty deep macro mistake by Deepshine here, which is going to really hold her back. It might be the game if Meochi follows up on this.
We still have plenty of gold. It's not for lack of gold.
But no, she just moved 8 to gold. She's been 3 on gold for a while now.
So Sipahi coming into the base, trying to cause a distraction so he can get that age up through.
Without spearmen, I don't know how they stop the desert. Like that's 6 camel lancers.
Yeah.
That's
so. What Meochi needs to do here: take these camel lancers and just go to your opponent's base, or help secure more relics.
But they're scared of the Sipahi dive. I get it. But like, okay, the age ups are coming in for Deepshine. This is such a late age up. Once again, if Deepshine had been clicking the age up as the dive happened, this is a completely different game. But now then, this is a late age up. She can't rush it because she needs resources when she ages up. So she's only putting 8 on the age up. Honestly, she might need to pull more for the age up.
What are we building crossbows for? Huh?
Yeah, that's a weird choice.
Ottoman
but now the camel lancers are crossing.
Okay.
There's no Sipahi to defend. And 7 camel lancers destroy 14 Sipahi.
And we do see Anatolian Hills.
Anatolian Hills. You might have needed to do the reinforcements though for the defense. This might have been when you wanted to go crossbows. And Meochi's gonna get there right on the age up. Oh no!
What you want to see?
Oh no! What timing by Meochi? Right on the age up. This is so much damage. 2 Vills dead. An age up to 9. He's just gonna sit there. Like, why leave? Why leave?
He doesn't even have ranged armor. Oh wait, no, he has one. Sorry, he has one. I was looking at ranged attack. So one, he doesn't even have level 2 ranged armor, but
he's gonna go change.
Castle, so he can just stand
he's
there.
chasing villager kills. This is so many villager kills. We're gonna see about 2 more die, and these Sipahi are coming back. But like, are they gonna win? Like,
and the Imam gets not sniped.
Ooh, wow,
so close. We do get the age up through, but that's
that was
not what
an
you want to see.
amazing dive by Meochi. And now deepshine is significantly behind. Now, if there's any Civ that can come back from being behind, it's Ottoman.
Well, yeah,
get your military schools, get your Vizierian, get your Janissary mass, and you'll be fine. But like,
I think
this is gonna be tough.
Well, and here's also the issue. We went Anatolian Hills. We haven't clicked into a tier 2 Vizier point.
Meochi's still here.
Yeah.
Like, Meochi doesn't have to leave. Like,
why would I? Nothing's upgraded and nothing's coming out that can deal with this. But also, like, we clicked Anatolian Hills. If this was extensive, if this was extensive fortifications, these are all dying.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, for the context, extensive fortifications is the move, purely because you just needed to be able to kill these. But now, I think this is game over. Yeah, Meochi doesn't have to leave the base. I think this is it.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, because you didn't select the tier 2, you can't select Pax Automata to buy you back in the game. So you're now 2 Vizier points away from something that could potentially save you as Ottoman. And this is what I was talking about with, you know, like Ottoman versus Ayyubid. It's going to come down to who knows their Civ better. And from my perspective, like, this doesn't look like a I spam Ottoman game, right? This looks like I know roughly what Ottoman wants to do, but it's not like my bread and butter favorite Civ to play. So, but we'll see. This is a deciding game, so I do expect deepshine to try to stick it out longer.
All deepshine has is food.
Yeah, this is not looking pretty. It is moving out.
And like, shout out to Meochi. I love this, like, I'm not leaving decision by Meochi.
Well, it's how you end the game, right? Like, this looks like really strong, high-level gameplay. They get their win condition, they walk across the map, and they.
This is really, like, it's funny how we've basically seen the same game twice, where it was Fast Castle. Fast Castle wasn't quite denied well enough. Then the Fast Castle wins. And credit to Meochi, who has done this twice. But man, we noticed it in the moment. Deepshine's macro to Castle is the thing that lost her this game, in my opinion.
Yep.
If she's clicking, or either the click up the castle needed to be sooner, or she needed to just invest all those resources into units and just go for it. Either one of those options would have been better than what happened, which was, I'm floating resources, not enough to age up, so I'm not making a lot of units, but I'm not getting into castle. And Meochi just took advantage of it. He's going to get all these Camel Lancers healed up. He's going to take the Sacred Site, and I think he's just going to take another few Desert Raiders and just walk back into the base and end the game. And like, there's no way.
I do want to point out,
Meochi.
We are criticizing all of these players as if they're like pros and best of the best. Any single one of these players in this tournament is going to trash me hands down, right? These players are playing at a very high level. They're doing and managing a lot more than I ever would, but we are trying to compare like for like, right? And Meochi's game here is looking just a lot more clean than deepshine's. And
in this matchup on this map,
yeah. And the benefit is this does give deepshine some games to look at for, you know, areas of improvement that, you know, working with Valdemar, they can just walk through and you know, potentially deepshine comes back a year from now and this matchup is no sweat. He wins it 100% of the time, right? So I just did want to throw that out there.
Yeah, we have seen some great
people, but these have been some great games.
We have seen some great games from deepshine as well. So like, no hate, just calls in it as I season in the moment. Don't get me wrong. How many times I've lost games? Okay. The amount of times I've lost games when I have stuck in feudal for too long, when I have mismacroed on my castle during a push. Like, they're trying to do a lot of things at once, raiding while macroing while getting the right upgrades.
Maybe doing a different style as well because they're on a deeper civ pool.
Yeah, like, with imperfect information, like we have God vision, we can see what's happening. They're operating off their scouting, which is, I think, the thing we've missed the most is we haven't really checked what they've seen via their scouting enough. But
true. Yeah, that is the game.
Hey, but congratulations to Meochi. What a series from them. Lost the first game, won the next 3, and now they're going to be playing Daki in the final.